You're watching Around Town with Henry Dormann.
Around Town is sponsored by Chemung Canal Trust Company. They're really nice people. Trust is their middle name. Service is their motto. And I like them a lot, and that's why I bank there. If you ever come by to look me up, I'll be in the vault. Safe place. Brandy, oh, just in time. I'm getting my cup of coffee. Perfect timing. And we have all these pastries, and we're at Brandy's Cup of Joe. And
correct.
It's because Brandy is his wife, and he's Joe.
That's right. I'm the cup.
Is this right? You're the what?
I'm the cup.
And he's the books, and she's the smile, she told me. The money and the talent.
That's right. Absolutely. She is the talent.
We had to get that in.
Yeah.
Now, where are you, and why do people come? Because this is not exactly on the beaten path. I mean, the cars are not pulling up here. You got to know to come here.
Sure, absolutely.
And why are they coming here from all over? We're in Hornell, and he's going to give you the address, the phone number, the website, and why you should come here, because while he's doing all of this talking, I'm going to be eating a raspberry strudel.
That's right.
Is that homemade?
Yes, absolutely.
Take it away, and I'll just, I'll just have a nice time.
12 Maple Street in Hornell. The difference with us, I think, is, you know, we have coffee, we have pastries, we have what most places have, but what we really sell is a sense of community, a vibrant little shop, small business, things that I think the pendulum's coming back towards. Located in Hornell, you'll find at any given time people in here meeting with friends, meeting with family. We try to change around the artwork.
Can I eat this one?
Please do, absolutely, eat them all. We kind of think that people can get coffee anywhere, so you need to provide something new and different for them, something that brings them in and keeps them coming back. So we're always trying to change things up, have something for the kids. We have a chalkboard that they get to draw on, make a mess, we'll clean up after them. That's the piece that sets us apart, I think. Getting away from the big box store and being original.
This is delicious.
Yeah, good. I'm glad you like it.
Really good.
And that's not just for the camera, right?
No.
Okay.
If it was rotten, I'd tell you.
Yeah. That would be good, right?
That's very good. Sure.
Rotten pastries, Brandy's Cup of Joe.
I can't talk because I'm eating more, so you go ahead.
Okay. Yeah.
Website and anything else you need to know.
Sure. Follow us on Facebook.
They'll all be here in half an hour, so be careful.
Okay. Brandy's Cup of Joe on Facebook. That's where all of our updates are, our latest drink specials. Or Instagram. Brandy's always posting little videos and pictures for everybody to kind of stay in tune with what's going on here.
Where did you come up with this idea?
And how long
have you been
first. Yeah. So it took us about 14 months of planning. We started with a name and then built the business around that.
This is good.
Yeah, good. We've been here for over a year. Started in May.
I'm having a wonderful time.
Oh, good. I'm glad. And I'm thinking of things to come up with.
There you go. I don't have to do anything here.
Yeah.
It's all yours.
All right. Fantastic. I always change the murals on the side wall there. We do artist renderings. We do different works. We have a corner for local artists to present their work. We're always doing things in the community. We use this as an opportunity to give back more than it is an opportunity to make money. I have a full-time job outside of this, and this is something for Brandy to do during the day, and helps us be a part of the community where we otherwise might not be.
What do you do?
I'm the controller for Alfred State College.
Really?
Yeah.
Sure, a good guy to know if you want to get into school.
Well, not so much. If you want to have a school that's profitable, I'm a good guy to know. Yeah.
You're a money guy.
I am the money guy, yep.
Good to know.
That's right. I get to do all the ordering and the payroll and stuff here. I'm kind of the back office guy for the shop and the back office guy for the college.
And she's the front.
That's right.
But she's more charming than you are.
She's much more charming than I am, actually, yeah. Customers like her. They don't much like me. I get their drinks wrong.
What else should they know? Do you rent this now, or do you own the whole place?
We leased the space from the Hornbecks. They had a cookie shop here.
Cookie shop?
Yeah, yep. And then due to an accident with Mrs. Hornbeck, she wasn't able to maintain it and keep it. So we came in with our proposal, and it's been a great relationship. She still bakes for us occasionally.
And these are all homemade?
Yes, sir. Wow. Yes, sir. Some of them we outsource pre-made from Rochester and finish them off here at the shop. But a lot of the stuff Brandy's out making out back.
How come you're not fat?
She doesn't let me eat them, you know. And I remind myself there's profit to be made there.
That's right.
So So try to refrain.
Now,
But I am definitely heavier than I was when we started.
Did you give the address and the phone number, and if people want to come in and
Again,
have a
the
party
address,
or something?
yep, 12 Maple Street in Hornell. Phone number is 607-235-6827. Usually Brandy will answer, whether we're working or not. Some people call in their orders before they come. I like to tell people, like, even if the parking lot's full and you see a line, these girls will whip through that line faster than you can imagine, much faster than any drive-through. So please, you know, take a second to stop the busy pace of your life and come in and check us out.
And you have such nice regular customers, because sitting over there are three ladies and a gentleman. Can you say hello? Waving at us. Regular customers. Always got to be nice to the regular customers.
Always, yeah.
Right, very important. Do you sell Alfred College too here?
Do I sell Alfred College?
Yeah, people to come to Alfred. I mean, the more you bring into Alfred, the more money you make, right?
Oh, we're true. We see a lot of people from various regions come in to see the shop. We have people that come from the lake during the summer every morning to see us.
They come every summer from the lake?
Yeah.
That's a long drive, isn't it?
There's people that come in, yeah, either Loon Lake or even Keuka that go out of their way to come see us. So
they go out of their way because these pastries are not to be remembered, not to be forgotten.
Yeah. Well, and something about our coffee, just real quick, is that a lot of the big stores, the big coffee stores, their coffee sits around in warehouses for a while. We have a local roaster out of Avon, Evening Star Roasters, and everything is made fresh. Everything is made. We have beans within 2 weeks, where others have beans within 6 months.
He's very good.
Yeah.
Come by. Excuse me. What's the address again?
12 Maple Street in Hornell.
I'm going to be here because all of these are mine.
That's right. We'll put them in a little box.
I'm going to have the most wonderful morning, and thank you for the company.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I'm sorry that we weren't interviewing your wife because she's a lot prettier than you are.
She is very much prettier than me.
She didn't want to be on camera.
She's a little camera shy.
Well, I'm easy to get along with.
Sure. Very approachable.
Next time we'll come do something with her.
Absolutely.
I'm only saying that because next time I'll get another plate of these.
There you go.
We'll see you here. I'm going to have another cup of coffee.
Thank you.
Around Town with Henry Dormann will return in a moment.
Life, it never stops moving. Getting from here to there. Managing long hours at work. Juggling a busy home. You need a bank that keeps up. That's Chemung Canal Trust Company. Bank online. Bank with our mobile app. Deposit a check with your smartphone. Open an account at Chemung Canal and bank with us anywhere, anytime. Chemung Canal Trust Company. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Your Marine Corps' way of life is to defend the American way of life. Every day, no matter where we serve, we take a stand for our nation, for each other, for us all. The few, the proud, the Marines.
get strawberries? Okay.
News happens every minute of the day. When you see news happening in your area, call the WENY tip line or email the newsroom directly at news36@weny.com.
We now return to Around Town with Henry Dormann.
This is a special broadcast because I've got a special person here at Guthrie, at the Guthrie Clinic in Sayre. And the problem with the whole thing is that he's got a name that I can't pronounce. Joseph A. Ronsivalle, or Ronsivalle, which is right?
That's perfect, Ronsivalle.
Ronsivalle. And he's chairman of medical imaging, which is all radiology, at Guthrie. And he's a very important fellow for me to know because as we age, we're going to need him. And I have one stupid question to ask. With all the radiology you're doing, you've got rooms full of all kinds of atomic stuff. Do you glow in the dark?
Not anymore. We have special protection these days that prevents me from glowing in the dark. But thanks for asking.
I meant that as kind of a funny question, but actually you did have that problem?
No, so we don't glow in the dark, but we do wear special protective gear, leaded aprons, to protect us from radiation if we're standing in the close to an X-ray beam.
It's really heavy.
It is heavy.
What kind of a patient comes to you? Is it, you think of radiology and you think of cancer,
right?
But there must be many, many other things that you do that involve radiology.
Absolutely. Almost every patient that comes to the hospital will come through radiology or medical imaging in some way. It's a very diverse specialty. It's a field that encompasses all of medical imaging, and we have the ability to diagnose many different types of conditions and diseases, not just cancer. We can diagnose inflammation, infection, blockages of blood vessels, all sorts of conditions. And we can also not only see the anatomy, so the parts of the body, but sometimes we can use certain modalities to see the function or the physiology of the body. And as technology advances, we are becoming more and more attuned to how the body functions and not just an anatomic specialty, which has been around for many years.
I get confused because sometimes they have all these initials like MRIs,
yes,
and whatever else they are, and it's all radiology.
It is. And so there.
You must be a very smart guy.
Well, not really. There are a lot of books that I have to refer to all the time, but no. So the imaging modalities are many. So they include MRI, as you alluded to, CAT scanning. That's a common one that you hear about. Ultrasound.
Really, that's
radiology.
That. Really,
nuclear medicine is radiology, and X-rays. That was the very first.
Do you have to worry about having too many of these?
Well, yeah. Over time, if you were to visit us every day, then you would worry about radiation exposure. But generally, the population really doesn't have to worry about that because you would have to literally come to us every day or many times a day to have it to become significant. We do pay very special attention to radiation dose, and we try to limit the dose for the patient as much as possible.
And you have a new machine on lungs?
So
you have everything here. This has state-of-the-art both here and in Corning. State-of-the-art equipment. I've never seen a hospital outside of New York City that has as much equipment and has put as much money into this as you have here.
Thank you. Yes, that is true. We have state-of-the-art imaging across all modalities. two beautiful nuclear medicine cameras that are as good as anything out there in any hospital. Our interventional radiology suite also is state-of-the-art. And the same is true for our CAT scanners and MRIs. And not only that, our people, I like to say, they're state-of-the-art too. We have subspecialty radiologists that concentrate on these specific areas and are the top tier in their profession and their specialty.
I cut you off. You were going to talk about the lung machine?
Oh, so lung screening. So it's a CAT scan that is done at very low dose, and it's meant to be used as a screening tool looking at the lungs for small nodules that might represent cancer. And we participated in a research study that was a national research study looking at these procedures, this lung screening procedure, and we enrolled over 250 patients to that, and participated in this large study. And we're beginning the process of making it a routine part of our service.
How, when you're a patient, do you take care to avoid what would make them come to you?
Preventative care.
Preventative care. Is there such a thing when it gets involved in radiology? Not really, because that's something that you have to get to later, isn't it?
It is. I mean,
it's more serious.
We do a certain amount of preventative care, and screening is a good example of it. And we screen for other things like disease in the carotid arteries or aneurysms or other conditions. And probably the most well-known screening exam is mammography, breast imaging. We're very proud of our breast imaging section. They are top-notch. And recently we achieved at Robert Packer what's called the Breast Imaging Center of Excellence, recognized by the American College of Radiology. And it's a special designation saying that across all modalities that this center is top tier for breast imaging. So
You must be very proud.
I'm very proud of our team. I really am.
You seem to be such a nice guy, you know, very regular guy. You don't make people nervous.
Well, I try not to. I'm an interventional radiologist, and in my specialty, we interact with patients on a daily basis, so we're very clinically oriented. And so I guess I have to be a little nice so they keep coming back to me.
You lived in the area for a long time?
Well, I have. I'm originally from Baltimore. We moved here in...
Johns Hopkins?
Yes. That's where I did my fellowship training. Yeah.
And now you live in beautiful Elmira?
I do.
Or nearby?
In Elmira, actually.
In Elmira. I want to thank you. It's good to know you because you never know when I might... Where can they call you if they need to make an appointment?
You could call Guthrie Communications Center, and they'd be happy to set you up with an appointment for any radiologic study that you may need.
He is such a nice person. You need to come and see him. And I don't know how he does it, but he doesn't have a wrinkle in his face. This must be radiation.
Maybe it is.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'll be sitting here next to the radiation machine.
Right.
Only briefly.
Around Town with Henry Dormann will return in a moment.
Life, it never stops moving. Getting from here to there. Managing long hours at work. Juggling a busy home. You need a bank that keeps up. That's Chemung Canal Trust Company. Bank online. Bank with our mobile app. Deposit a check with your smartphone. Open an account at Chemung Canal and bank with us anywhere, anytime. Chemung Canal Trust Company. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
The food lover's heart. The book lover's heart. The art lover's heart. The coffee lover's heart. The nature lover's heart. The animal lover's heart. The music lover's heart. All of them happy, healthy. But the heart of someone with pulmonary hypertension, PH for short, labors. pH puts unbearable stress on the heart, which can cause death from heart failure. There is no cure, and pH is often misdiagnosed as a less threatening disease, such as asthma. But with early, accurate diagnosis, new treatments are helping people with pH live longer and better. The Pulmonary Hypertension Association gives hope to pH patients and caregivers. We want people with pH to enjoy their yoga lover's heart, their island lover's heart, their lover's heart. We're putting our heart into finding a cure. To learn more, go to phassociation.org.
Strawberries? Okay.
I'm getting older. Do I need to worry about falling?
Yes, you do. Each year, 1 in 4 people 65 and older will experience a fall, and many will be serious. The majority of falls happen at home, so remove things that could make you trip and install handrails to keep you steady. To learn more about the steps you can take to help prevent a fall, please talk to your doctor. You can also visit aarpfoundation.org or medicaremadeclear.com/falls. This message was brought to you by United Healthcare and AARP Foundation.
Breaking news, weather alerts, and more on the WENY live stream. Visit WENY.com/live or download our app today.
We now return to Around Town with Henry Dormann.
I have a new lady friend, and we're sitting today on a beautiful day. We're right in Pulte Square in Bath. But the thing that you need to know is that she is one of the nicest people and greatest jewelry designers that you'll want to meet. Now, introduce yourself, but tell them, how do they find you? Do they have to go to the fairs, to the shows, or are you in the booklet? Do they call you?
I'm at Vokespeeds.com. I'm Leah Corey of Bath, New York.
How do you spell that, Vokespeed?
V as in Victor, OLKSBEADS.
Where'd you get that from?
Well, my husband likes to refurbish vintage Volkswagens, the air-cooled, and I like beads, so we compromised at Vokespeeds, which really is people beads, because anybody can wear my creations.
And you're wearing one of them now.
I'm wearing one of them now. This is a dresser brush from 1890, sterling silver, and I took it all apart, and then I beaded around it. And one of the fun things is a lot of my pieces are multifunctional, and this comes apart, and what looks like the necklace is also 2 bracelets.
Really?
A lot of things are multifunctional.
And you've got earrings that are pretty expensive.
Well, I am very guilty of ornament, and these are delightful Swarovski drops. I buy beads and put them together in earrings and pins and bracelets.
And you go to the shows like Hammondsport and Bath and so
I
forth.
love the Hammondsport Keuka Lake Art Association show, and I do the Hammondsport Craft Show, which is coming up in August, always the 3rd weekend in August. And I do many juried shows in the area. I stay close to home. I'm a homebody. I like Letchworth. I enjoy a couple of shows that are in and around the Buffalo area, and my favorite one is the Roycrofters at Large Association. The summer show and the winter show, I'm a Roycroft Master Craftsman.
And your husband helps you?
And my husband sort of helps me when he's in the area, but he loves the people at Roycroft, so he comes up and helps me there. Many, many times, it's just me, myself, and I.
It's not too bad, because what you make is not hard to carry, it's not heavy.
It's not so much that it's heavy, it's all the accoutrements that go up. The French say the first bite is with the eyes, so it's the tent and the tables and the setup. Like what's behind me is probably a fourth of what I do. And then there are 2 different shows that allow me to take my mixed media and my wall art. I also do wall art.
Really? Well, what does that mean? Paintings?
Well, it's mixed media. My mother used to say is the excuse to use everything. She used to have to sew my pockets shut when I was young. Fabric, fiber, wood, glass, beads. I love to sew. I love to create.
Is this to put on the wall or?
Framables. They're already framed. I choose the frame to go with the piece. So.
You're very talented.
Well, everybody's
and
talented.
You look so happy.
Well, I am happy. It's just delightful to get up and get going every day.
Now tell me, I shouldn't say this on camera, but we had a chat about this earlier. She and her husband are 2 of the most dynamic. They have tattoos you wouldn't believe. And he has more than you, or you have more than he.
I stopped counting years ago. I grew up in Corning, New York, and I'm not afraid to say in a few weeks I'll be 65, but my mother said at 4 and 5 I used to stop what we refer to as adult motorcycle enthusiasts and say, Mr., can I see your tattoo?
Really?
So, but I was the child that drew on themselves.
You are terrific.
Well,
you have such a nice personality.
Well, thank you.
What brought you into doing this? Number 1, what made you get the inspiration to do it? And number 2, are you expensive?
Well, the inspiration is all around you. And the other aspect is I learned to sew at 4 or 5. Both my parents sewed. My mother did a type of bead embroidery, and I fell in love with beads in the 60s. And you can't just stay in one spot. That's like with the Roycrofters and the artisans. They want to see you go forward, and you just incorporate more in your art from your life. You know, we talk about it goes through our head, through our heart, into our hands, and out there. And so every day there's more experiences we have, and I'm able to bring that to my creations. And I'm very thankful. I have a very supportive husband, and I had very supportive parents.
And you talk so well.
Well, I have overcome my shyness.
Are you expensive?
I don't know. It depends on what a person thinks is expensive. My price break starts a wonderful pair of earrings at $25 up to $1,800.
And they're all custom made, even the inexpensive ones.
I say they're one of a kind, and I had a delightful customer who's been a repeat customer in the beginning said, how do I know that this is one of a kind? I said, can you say ADD? I mean, on to the next thing. You create one thing, then I want to see another thing take form.
You get the inspiration just from everything around you.
Well, yes, God has been good. Oh my gosh. I mean, right here, even with the ADD, I am so distracted by the leaves and the color of the pine trees and the grass, with the combination of your tie and the herringbone of your shirt, you know.
You are a wonderful lady. Wonderful lady, great Tom. Look her up. How did they find you now? Tell us again.
Leah Corey at volksbeads.com, and I am telephone. I really don't usually give out my telephone number because I like to do things on the net, but also at the Roycrofters at Large Association website under Master Craftsman. You can find me under there, and come to the Hammondsport Craft Show and enjoy some of the other beautiful New York State shows that we have, including Letchworth.
But don't look for this, because my wife is coming and she likes this, and I'm going to buy it now. So it won't be available, okay?
That's fine with me.
But you can make another.
Well, it won't be the same thing, but I will make others.
I'm doing the best I can.
It
Honey,
will be very similar.
Honey, I'll be home soon. See ya.
You're watching WENY HD.